Welcome back to Culture Reports. I'm your host, Joy Donald. Each week, we break down the stories shaping our world, from breaking news here to developments abroad that impact communities, culture, and daily life. Today, we're covering four major stories making headlines across the country and beyond, from a winter storm powering down communities to ICE crackdowns nationwide to a potential shift in the future of TikTok and growing tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela. A powerful winter storm swept across parts of the Midwest and Northeast this week, leaving hundreds of thousands of people without power. Heavy snow, ice accumulation, and high winds caused widespread outages, with utility companies warning that restoration could take days in some hard-hit areas. The storm has also created dangerous conditions on roadways and in residential areas. For Nicholas Price, a meteorologist with the National Weather Services in Texas, the biggest concern is how quickly these conditions can turn hazardous. In an interview with NPR, he said, "Whenever we see these big ice events, we'll see various hazards, obviously bridges and overpasses being frozen over, and with trees and various different things that could fall into the roadways or potentially fall on houses. As communities across the country deal with immediate impacts of severe weather, others are grappling with a very different kind of crisis, one rooted in fear, federal enforcement, and questions of accountability." Federal immigration enforcement has intensified across the United States, with ICE operations reported in California, Washington, D.C., Chicago, and most recently, Minnesota. In Minneapolis, a large-scale ICE operation had sparked days of protest after two civilians, Renee Good and Alex Preddy, were killed during encounters with federal agents. Governor Tim Walz pushed back, questioning both the scale and the use of force. "This family has gone through enough, and to have the most powerful man in the world drag their dead son with absolutely no evidence and gaslight the entire country, this is enough," Walz said at a news conference. "President Trump, you can end this today." As federal actions continue to spark debate and overpower and accountability on the ground, the U.S. government is also turning its attention to who controls power in the digital space. This month, the United States took its most direct step towards acquiring TikTok's American operations. Federal officials confirmed that the U.S. government is actively working with potential American buyers to force a scale of TikTok's U.S. business away from its China-based parent company, ByteDance. The move comes after lawmakers and national security officials raised longstanding concerns about user data, surveillance risk, and foreign influence, issues that have placed TikTok at the center of global tech and security debate. And finally, while the United States navigates major decisions at home, those same questions and power and influence are unfolding abroad. Tensions are escalating between the United States and Venezuela. Venezuela's interim president, Delcy Rodriguez, had pushed back against U.S. involvement in the country's political process, accusing Washington of interfering in sovereign affairs. "Let Venezuelan politics resolve our differences and our internal conflicts. This republic has paid a very high price for having to confront the consequences of fascism and extremism in our country." The statement comes as the U.S. continues to impose sanctions and support opposition leaders amid ongoing economic and humanitarian crises in the country. That's all for this edition of Culture Reports. I'm Joy Donald with Culture Central. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to check back for more great content.